A shame to see too some of the causes. It just makes you feel
that one
bad,
was caused by a balloon into power lines.
Yeah.
So just imagine how random that is. And you see that fire behavior. That does not look like Georgia type of fires. So you saw the crowning, those flames going above the top of the treetops. That's something you normally see out west.
California,
so kind of wild to see that kind of fire behavior. So tonight, thankfully, the winds have calmed down. The humidity's going up. We're going to see rain chances tomorrow. Again, they're not a ton of chances. Not everybody's going to see rain, but just the chance of rain and the increase in humidity will help firefighting here in the southeast, at least temporarily. Cooler for Sunday and next week. The pattern looks a little bit more, I would say, closer to average for this time of year, if not slightly below. Kind of go back to what we had, probably what we should have been having for the first half of April and March. It's been a crazy warm start. I just posted, I looked this up, 26 days of 80 plus so far this year through the 24th of April. That is by far the most up to this point by 10 full days in 147 years of record keeping. It has felt like summer already, and we're not even out of April. Now, tomorrow, another warm one. Temperatures back into the mid 80s. On top of that, it's been bone dry, so there's been no humidity. So it's the other weird part about this spring. You'll see that 50% chance of rain by the evening hours. Looking at those rain chances, you'll see them really ramp up late evening. So if you have afternoon plans or soccer games or flag football, softball, whatever you have going on in the morning, yard sales, they should be fine because we're not going to see that rain move in until the afternoon or evening. You'll see the timing of that front, and actually probably the highest rain chances might happen after dinner time. The front moves through much cooler pattern. Now, the cool weather itself actually helps out a little bit because cooler temperatures don't allow evaporation rates to be as high. It's one thing to be in a drought, but with all this heat, it's actually dried things out a lot quicker and led to the high fire danger. It also drives the relative humidity down. So there's our rain chances. 3 p.m., you start to see them develop, but really by 5, 6 o'clock, that's when I expect the rain chances to be the highest. And again, not everybody's going to see a rain. It could be just a brief shower and then done. And as we go into Sunday, we dry out for a couple days in much cooler weather, at least to start the week before we see another chance of rain midweek. And here's the totals, just to give an idea. Yeah, it's a pretty good chance of rain, but look at how little rain it is. It doesn't amount to all that much. Somebody might get lucky and get a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. For the most part, though, it's just going to be light stuff. But we are going to see cooler temperatures. For the first time in a while, the next 7 days will overall be slightly below average. After the warm day tomorrow, you could see a lot of blue there. What that means, temperatures slightly below average right through the end of the week. So this will help reverse some of the heating we've already had, and we'll have multiple rain chances tomorrow, Wednesday, and then again Friday into next weekend. Looks like a pretty good chance of rain. Now, pollen is staying high, partly because of the trees, but the trees are slowing down. The problem is the pollen they have produced is still blowing around. It's never been washed out of the atmosphere or even off the ground or off anything over the last 3 weeks because it just hasn't rained at all. But there is signs that we will, or at least I should say we should have the possibility for rain going into the future. So this weekend, count on some rain late tomorrow, but not a washout. Not everyone's going to get in on it. Sunday, cooler day with temperatures in the 70s. Your Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast, you'll see temperatures generally closer to average, if not below average next week. And a couple times we'll see chances of rain. The mornings will be back in the 40s and 50s. So at least the air conditioners can get a break next week after all their use we've had in March and April. And notice the rain chances Wednesday and then Friday into next Saturday.
Give people a break.